On this November, Mainers will vote on who will represent our state in the U.S. Senate. The first senatorial debate aired tonight right here on News Center Maine to help Maine voters decide whether or not to keep Republicans holding on to this seat in November. The stakes very, very high in this election. Good evening, everybody. I'm Lee Nelson in tonight for Clay Gordon. 4 candidates faced off tonight, and News Center Maine's Hannah Deneen is here with a recap of the debate. Hannah, how'd it go?
Hi, Lee. Well, we all know, like you said, a really important race across the country. No race has more money pouring into it or more eyes on it than this race right here. Tonight, for the first time, we saw Senator Susan Collins come head-to-head with Speaker Sarah Gideon. Also a first for many Mainers, we heard from the independent candidates in the race who were not looking to be lost in the shadows. In fact, the first notable moment of the night came from independent candidate Max Lynn, who was looking to pitch his own, quote, bombshell plans rather than answer the moderator's questions. Take a listen.
I've got to be way outside the box tonight. I have to be different because I'm competing against $100 million. And so I'm going to put your question aside, and I have a bombshell to announce tonight. You know, right now...
I would ask that you stick with the question.
Request denied. What I'd like to say is up to 80,000
Let me interrupt for a second,
people.
Mr. Lynn.
Yep.
Do you have any interest in health care? That's the round
yes,
we're talking about.
And I'm
then I think let's
all...
talk about that, and we can talk about other things later.
Request denied again.
The other independent, former teacher Lisa Savage, introduced herself to the audience by hitting each of her key policy issues: a Green New Deal, Medicare for all, and fully funded education. She told the audience they have nothing to lose by voting for her and the issues she stands for.
Under ranked choice voting, it's safe for, if voters in Maine agree with me that we need Medicare for all, they can rank me first without any fear of spoiling the election, and they can show with that vote that they want Medicare for all too.
What drew eyes from across the country tonight's debate, though, was to see Senator Susan Collins and her leading challenger Sarah Gideon come face to face for the first time. Their first significant back and forth was over not this race, but the presidential race and who they'll vote for.
So I want to ask Senator Collins who she thinks should be leading this country. She has neglected to answer that question, and I'd like to give her the opportunity tonight. I think Joe Biden should be our leader to help us through with public health and rebuilding an economy.
I don't think that the people of Maine need my advice on whom to support for president.
It's not that Mainers are looking for advice about who to vote for. It's that they want to know who their senator thinks should be leading us.
The last subject covered this evening was about the judicial confirmation process and concerns that President Trump was nominating judges that would strip women of reproductive rights. An indirect poke at Senator Collins' deciding vote to confirm controversial Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Take a listen.
I have applied exactly the same standards to all the judicial appointments that I've been called to vote upon.
We have seen nominees come from this president that are unqualified and not fit to be judicial nominees, yet Senator Collins has voted as of this week for 170 of them, some of them who the American Bar Association said were literally unqualified to become a judge.
I would say to Sarah that she's been very critical of my support for Justice Kavanaugh. Would she have voted for Justice Roberts?
Would you?
I believe I would have to fully study and be able to answer that question.
She's ducking the question.
Some other topics discussed in this debate: corporate donors and big money in politics, healthcare, and racial injustice and policing. Both Senator Collins and Speaker Gideon say they are not in favor of defunding the police. If you missed tonight's debate, you can still watch it. It's online in full on our website. And share your thoughts with us as well using the hashtag #DecisionMaine. Lee, back to you.